Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. I'm trying not to freaking laugh, but maybe I will anyway. Look, post-market wrap-up on this miraculous turnaround in the stock market. I mean, nothing short of a freaking miracle. But remember what I'm going to tell you. The Federal Reserve does not buy stocks. How do we know that they don't buy the stock market? Well, because they tell us. And everything they say is just completely true. So yes, post-market wrap-up, Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. People, if today wasn't anything short of a freaking miracle in the stock market, well, I don't know what would be. We had a Dow Jones Industrial Average down about 750 points. As a matter of fact, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ were getting decimated, cremated. Then, all of a sudden, something miraculous happened. Maybe one of the Federal Reserve freaks did this, and they hopped over to their trading desk and started buying things. Oh, really? You think that might have happened? Yeah. The tech sector miraculously just happens to turn around and puts on a substantial gain by the end of the day, erasing all of its losses. The NASDAQ finishing to the good 1.75%. The S&P 500 actually eked out a gain today. The Dow, again, down like 750, finished down about 100 and change. But remember what I'm going to tell you, because it must absolutely be true. The Fed does not buy the stock market. They only buy debt to the tune of astronomical sums, along with the European Central Bank and other central banks around the world, working in concert to artificially suppress rates and inflate a debt market supernova hyperbubble. Yeah, that's what we got. Imagine my surprise. Let's talk a little further here. I got a lot of economic news, but I want to stick to the market. Let's talk about the 10-year yield. Lovely. Stable here at just about 2.81, 2.82. I wonder how that's happening. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the central banks who are admitting they're involved in emergency monetary policy to stabilize the debt market. Oh yeah, let's not forget that. Now the dollar. The comparative strength, people, when I'm talking about the dollar in relative or comparative terms, that is compared to other currencies, big move higher today, and this is putting pressure on commodities. Obviously, did you see crude oil? Crude oil got decimated. Actually, we have a let's just talk about this. Whether it happens or not, who knows? You got Citigroup here saying that crude oil could plummet to $60 if a recession hits. Really? You mean we're not actually in a full-blown recession right now? Oh, how about this? The Atlanta Fed, their new economic model projection for U.S. GDP is now negative 2.1%. Oh, really? So I guess we are already in a recession and we're moving very fast towards one, but we're beyond that. You know we are. But you see, the lies, the deceptions, the dog shit, cat shit, bird shit, bullshit, every kind of shit you can think about propaganda, you have to drink it. Let me show you what it looks like. Are you ready? Pretend this is a bucket full of shit, hot, steamy, stinking shit. You're stirring it up. Now they want you to drink it. And this is what it looks like. But you see, they think you're stupid. Yes, they really do think you're stupid. But I don't think so. How about this one? Are you ready? Bank of England was warning that the global economic outlook has deteriorated. Are you ready for the last word? Materially. So let's see. You and I, maybe we have addressed this issue before for like maybe years. Okay, that the global economy is in free fall. It's got nowhere to go. But Bank of England wants you to know that right now, today, the global economic outlook has deteriorated materially. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, I think you do. I think you do know that. So anyway, let me regroup here. Let me just calm down a bit. You see, let me explain. Let me explain something to you. One day I'm going to blow a gasket. I've been telling you this for the longest time. My heart rate gets really up. I start sweating. This stuff is going to drive me to an insane asylum or some other thing along those freaking lines here. I'm going to need to be in a straitjacket, people. It's an incredible situation. It just doesn't stop. The lies and the bullshit and the propaganda, it just doesn't stop. And remember what they're doing to you. What they're telling you today via the mainstream propaganda ministry is going to be a totally different story. Maybe 24 hours from now, 48 hours. They're going to try to convince you that what they just said wasn't true. There's a new truth now. Look, America, one nation controlled by the media. I do believe that was in a song. One nation controlled by the media. Anybody know what song that is? American Idiot. I could be wrong on that title. Please don't crucify me if I am. Oh, I am American Idiot. One nation controlled by the media. Hats off to you. Whatever band that was, absolutely true. People don't know what end is up anymore via the propaganda ministry. You know, I tell you something. America right now has nothing on the Nazi regime that once ruled during World War II. It's the same bullshit propaganda, same playbook. Nothing's changed. Do you know, and most of you probably do, that right up until the end of the war, the media was telling the people under the Nazi regime that they were winning the war, and people believed it, despite the fact that their cities were blasted into rubble. They were being told that what they're seeing with their own eyes is not real. Does that sound familiar to you? Oh, I believe it does. I believe it does. People, let me just let you in on another big secret that I think you're already aware of. Central banks are buying it all. They're not stopping buying it all. Central banks have no power, no magical power at all. To keep rates where they are, they have to get into the market and buy the debt. You see, you're not allowed to know that. You have to believe that when, let's say, Yellowstone Powell is paraded out in front of the biggest bunch of retards who ever lived, existed on the face of the earth. I'm talking about our lovely, caring Congress people and representatives, all of them. They're all corrupt, all of them. All, okay. You see, it's a shit show. And they can't allow you to know how the system works. That is, it must be fueled with more and more debt. The system must find ways. Our politicians must coordinate or collude with the central banks around the world, we're sticking here to the Fed, to create reasons out of anything they want to continue to borrow more and more and more. It can't ever, 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 ever stop. You understand? It demands that it be fueled with an ever-increasing amount of debt. Why do you think, for example, the United States of America is the largest debtor nation in the history of the world, bar none? And it just can't stop. It's the nature of the beast. Why do you think that people right now continue to borrow beyond their eyeballs just to try to make ends meet? Consumer debt, household debt, personal debt skyrocketing. You got the savings rate, which is non-existent, because more debt slavery must be created to fuel the system. That's how it works. It's not wealth-based. When was the last time you were told that by a politician, by our current president, or the last one, or the one before him, or pick one? Anybody, a central banker, do you think for a nanosecond that a central banker Any one of them? Or even a previous one like Janet Yellen, a current Treasury Secretary? Do you think for a nanosecond they're going to let you in on that little piece of information that we have a debt-based system that demands that debt be borrowed into existence, and any reason imaginable is going to be created to continue to do that, fostering wars, more cash thrown at it, expansion of wars, weaponry, the military-industrial complex? Do you think that anyone is going to tell you that truth? How about, let me think here. No one's going to tell you that. But you know that. So I want to hear from you. I really do. Let's just, narrow some of this down. On top of the absolutely miraculous turnaround in the stock market, this was epic, okay? But remember, the Fed doesn't buy the market. They don't buy stocks. They buy everything else. They funnel dollars around the world to other central banks who are buying assets with U.S. dollars. That they do. The Fed has two balance sheets. The one we know about, which this isn't supposed to be happening, but I showed you this before. How about another look? Between these dates, the Fed's balance sheet has increased, not decreased, okay? That's supposed to be happening, but you're not supposed to know that either. No. Go to the Fed's website. Look at it yourself. You won't find my lovely lettering here, but you're going to see this. It must be hidden from you. You must be kept, in some kind of state of whatever they want you in, because that's what they're going to do via the propaganda. They're going to tell you this. They're going to tell you that. You remember one nation controlled by the media? Oh, absolutely. That must be the truth, because I heard it from a person that I really trust, and they read a script. I see their eyeballs going, okay, today, and then we're going to have to tell you this, and it's really good. I see it on the prompter. It's telling me what to say, so I have to tell you about it because I have to protect my job. I don't give a shit about you is what they're really saying. They don't care about you. There is not a single person on the mainstream media. They laugh. You understand? After they read their little scripts here, and they're told what to say, they realize that they're involved in a brainwashing, mind-twisting freaking thing. You understand? That's really the truth. Anyway, so yeah, some lovely information here. Atlanta Fed, their new projection model. Oh yeah, we're going negative with regard to GDP. Citigroup, crude could plummet to 60. Lovely. Based upon the ever-growing strength, relative comparative strength of the dollar, whose absolute value is falling through a freaking crater in the ground, straight through the other side of the earth. Bank of England warning about their global economic outlook, which has deteriorated materially. Make that up, okay? It's too much. I think what I'm going to do is take a moment once I finish this video and maybe have a drink. I think I need one. This guy here loves you a lot. Please, people, comment. I know I'm having a problem with the comments not showing up right away. I do apologize for that. But it seems that they are showing up maybe a day or two later. Don't ask me what's going on with that. Don't know. I think there are some specific words that trigger YouTube to look into these things a little more deeply. And that's just part of the game. But you knew that already, didn't you? Because you, and I could see you all naked. I love all you guys and girls. I really do. Bear with me while I go through my moment of whatever it is I'm going through. It's pretty epic. I'll see you in the morning. Have a great day.